back to Phones on .ua. You are with me, Karishma Rana, and today we are going to talk about a Mate series. Yes, we have already talked about Mate series, Mate 30. We have already seen. We have seen Mate another series too. Whereas Huawei phones have been in market for various of reasons for its upgraded OS, or we can say good quality of camera and some innovations in it. So definitely this series also has something to do with it, and we are going to talk about the series of Mate 10 Lite. Yes, हम Mate 10 Lite की बात यहाँ आज करने वाले हैं. Talking about this series, I would like to add to it that this series has got n number of reasons to be in the good books, or we can say in the better quality. मतलब इसके लिए कितना भी हम कहें वो कम होगा, because this series is not just the light version of Mate 10, but a great version of Mate 10. Yes, Mate 10 Lite is quite a good variation out there. Talking about this is 2017 model, and why we are saying this, why I specified the year is this. Reason being 2017 के जितने भी models release हुए थे, it was one of the great launch out there. It was one of the great. It was not the only one out there, but there were many others. But this was a great variant in one of those categories. In 2017, there are n number of models released, n number of gadgets released. But this Mate 10 Lite was one of the good model released at that time, because expecting all the scenarios that year, the good qualities out there, it was quite a nice variant out here. Talking about this variant, I would like to add that it is very lightweighted. It has a weightage of 160 grams, मतलब बहुत हल्का है. 164 grams का weight है with IPS capacitive touchscreen. Like IPS capacitive touchscreening is one of the great variant out there. Whereas you also see the hybrid SIM card in it. Yes, hybrid SIM card है, so it can be definitely used for it, which is really a good variant out here. As well as when we talk about this phone, this camera, its rear megapixel, its battery, everything out there, we get to see one thing which is very amazing, or it's very we can say advanced in it, is the screen ratio. Yes, the ratio out there, the screen ratio out there, it's about 76.5%, so it's a very good variant out here. As well as the screen size is 5.9 inch. Like 5.9 is a very good ratio, we can say, as compared to other variants released at that time. Whereas if we talk about this phone, we get to know that's hybrid SIM, so it definitely had the expandability in it. You can expand your phone storage capacity, but the storage capacity inbuilt in it is already 64. मतलब already 64 की internal storage capacity आपके पास है, उसके ऊपर से आप storage और expand कर सकते हैं. That's a wonderful feature in it too, which we have seen in most of the phones. Yes, it's most of the phones out there. As well as the RAM has increased, that's the additional point to it. The RAM is 4 GB RAM. Like 2017 models में 3 GB तक expected था. Like 2017 models have always been till 3 GB RAM. But now it has expanded to 4 GB, so that's an additional point to it. Density has crossed 400 ppi, which we have seen in most of the phones. Like 400 ppi density has been seen there. We can say a slight drawback, or a slight, we can say, variation could have been made, or updation could have been made in the Android system. Like why I said so, because when we talk about the Android system, when we talk about the operating system, we definitely say that the operating system, the Android system, or we can say the main system out there, has to be very very strong. 2017 की बात करें तो उसमें आपको बहुत अच्छे अच्छे ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम देखने को मिलेंगे. लाइक you will get to see more than Android 8, like Android 9. You will see Android 10 के ही 8 के ही बहुत सारे upgraded versions हैं. So this is what happens out there. But when we talk about this variant, when we talk about this especially about Mate 10 Lite version, yes, when we talk especially about this, then we can definitely say कि इसमें आपको जो चीजें देखने को मिलती हैं वो usually हमें बाकी के products में, बाकी की चीजों में नहीं देखने को मिलती हैं. Talking about this variant, we can say that yes, this variation is quite a nice one out here, because it has got something to do with the camera also. You can see that dual megapixel camera is already inbuilt. Like 2017 में there was a trend following कि dual megapixel has to be there, dual megapixel. So this has been there. Dual megapixel की बात करें तो it has a very good feature in the selfie also. अगर selfie की बात करें तो उसमें भी dual selfie camera, so that's also an additional point out है. Whereas if you see the selfie camera itself, it's 30 and 2 megapixel, मतलब 13 megapixel भी है, 2 megapixel भी. These are the two variants available. Whereas selfie के अलावा अगर हम rear camera की बात करें, if we talk about the rear camera, you will get to see that it has already 16 megapixel as well as it has a 2 megapixel depth camera. मतलब इसमें भी ज्यादा कुछ आप डिफरेंस नहीं देख पाएंगे, but it's quite a good variant in 2017 variations out there. Whereas if we talk about the speakers, 3.5 jack, if we talk about all these things, yes, definitely you get to see charging point is there, stereo type speaker is there, you get to see the micro USB type 2 charger out there, not the C1, the normal charger. You get to see 3.5 jack out there. You get to see the fingerprint sensations out there, like fingerprint sensor has been placed at the back side. You also get to see the connectivities in the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, hotspot, WAN, infrared. You don't get infrared out there, but yes, GPS is there. NFS parts are very rare in Huawei phones, but there are some very slight parts are there. We also get to see that there is a great range out there. मतलब इनकी जो आप कह सकते हैं कि आप colorization कह सकते हैं, or you can say that this has got something very exciting for you. They have really good variation out there. But this phone has good qualities, but there are some drawbacks too. मतलब हर चीज की advantage होती है तो disadvantages भी होती हैं. You will definitely come to know the disadvantages of these devices. Devices की बात हम कहें तो advantage और disadvantage goes in hand in hand. Going hand in hand is a very common thing. Like advantage, तो मैं आपको बता चुकी हूँ, I have already told, but disadvantages are there, not major, very minor, but these are there which we cannot neglect. Yes, we cannot neglect these disadvantages out here. Of Mate, if I would have to tell about Mate 10 Lite disadvantages, they are like the hybrid SIM slot is limited option. Like the expandability is limited up to 128 GB. So that's not a major thing. Like बहुत ज़्यादा बड़ी expandability नहीं है. So it's a okay version, normal है. It's not a major disadvantage, but yes, it's good. Protection is not of Gorilla Glass. मतलब as we already know that the body is metal frame and you will see a dual glass design, but the protection is not of Gorilla Glass. मतलब Gorilla Glass की protection नहीं है. That's a major disadvantage we can say, because we need Gorilla Glass to protect our phones. So this is one of the we can say toughest glass material right now which we know. No fast charging is seen. मतलब ठीक है, बैटरी लाइफ अच्छी है बट फास्ट चार्जिंग नहीं है. इसमें वाईफाई जो सपोर्ट है, if we talk about the Wi-Fi support, NFC support, or the radio connectivity, which is very poor out here. I won't say that it is not there, it's very poor out here. मतलब बहुत ही ज्यादा खराब है, बहुत ज्यादा वीक है, बहुत ही ज्यादा we can say this is not up to the mark. Like Wi-Fi connectivity is, we talk about that. तो Wi-Fi connectivity की अगर हम बात करें तो it's like Wi-Fi 802. So that's very very weak out there. Whereas FM and infrared, NFC, they are very weak points out there. They have not been upgraded out here. They have not been advanced out there. So that's a weak point in this. Whereas the battery does not give the fast charging. So the battery life of this phone is very low. Whereas it offers you about 3300 mAh battery only. Like, ठीक है, अच्छी बैटरी है, 3300 mAh. It's good. 3G phones के लिए आराम से 8 घंटे चल सकती है, बट स्टिल दिस इज वेरी लो. लाइक 3300 mAh की बैटरी हमें उतनी यूज नहीं आती. वी स्टिल नीड 4 to 5000 mAh बैटरी. So this is about the specifications, drawbacks, and major we can say highlights, so that you can know that which phone you should actually hire, because these are the things which you all know. ये हमें पता होनी चाहिए. Talking about this phone is available on very limited, or we can say in most of the website with a high rate, but best prices are available or you can avail on very limited websites. वन ऑफ सच वेबसाइट इज गिवन इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स, आप डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में जाके चेकआउट कर सकते हैं. एंड अनदर वन यू कैन ऑल्सो डू इज कि आप गूगल पे जाएं और गूगल पे आपको बस टाइप करना है phonezone.ae एंड यू विल लैंड अप टू सच काइंड ऑफ अ वेबसाइट. यस, डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिए हुए लिंक पे जाएंगे तो भी, या गूगल पे जाके करेंगे तो भी, तो आपको गूगल पे टाइप करना है phonezone.ae. दिस इज द वेबसाइट आउट हियर. ऑल यू हैव टू डू इज टाइप phonezone.ae. when you type this you get to see जो वेबसाइट है उसमें आपको बहुत सारी कैटेगरीज देखने को मिलती हैं. You get to see lot of categories out here, you get to see lot of things out here, which helps you to know that site is offering you a lot of things out there. Yes, a lot of things, such as they are offering you n number of brands in this category, which is all mobile phones. In this category you get to see n number of brands, like as I told you, Motorola है, Microsoft है, BlackBerry, MI हुआ, like n number, Apple, Samsung, everything is available out here. You also get to see this type of version out here, which gives you not just one thing but 2 to 3 things at a time. Yes, you get to see COD, you get to see COD, you get to see free home delivery out there, you get to see 100% original products, you get to see the warranty period of 6 months, is warranty period of 6 months, as well as 7 days exchange policies also है. तो कह सकते हैं काफी ज्यादा अच्छा है, because you get to see lot of things out there. मतलब 4 advantages like COD, free shipping, 6 months warranty period out here, as well as you get to see कि आपको वहां पे आपको 7 days की एक्सचेंज पॉलिसी भी मिल रही है. सो दैट्स वंडरफुल थिंग आउट है. तो कह सकते हैं कि काफी ज्यादा अच्छा वेरिएंट यहाँ पर आपको मिलते हैं. एज वेल एज यू गेट टू सी द सर्च आइकन. इस सर्च आइकन पे जाके आपको बस अपना प्रोडक्ट डालना होता है, सो दैट यू कम टू नो अबाउट द कंडीशन, प्राइसिंग, एवरीथिंग आउट देयर. So this is all for today. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and अपना ध्यान रखें. और अगर कोई भी कंफ्यूजन हो, किसी का फोन के बारे में कुछ जानना हो, तो आप कमेंट सेक्शन में लिख के बता सकते हैं, या फिर क्वेरीज को आप कमेंट सेक्शन में ड्रॉप कर सकते हैं. टिल देन टेक केयर.